Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS.
What's happening? It's getting ugly out here. Man, I was looking at a documentary or the what's it, Icons, I think it's called, on one of them streaming apps. Maybe it's on Max, but kind of dawned on me. Not that I wasn't aware of the importance of Emmitt Smith, but it just dawned on me that through all the replacements, I deal with a lot of Cowboy fans, and everybody's like, man, we hold the quarterback to such a high standard. So I went back and dug a little bit. We won 5 Super Bowls. 4 out of 5 Super Bowls that we won, we had a Hall of Fame running back. Of course, Emmitt was there for 3, Tony Dorsett for 1. The one we didn't get, we had like Calvin Hill and Cliff Harris or somebody at running back. Maybe I'm wrong. I know Calvin Hill was. Got the other running back name. Definitely wasn't around in the 70s, so I don't comment much on that. But maybe Roger Staubach may have led the team in rushing. I'm gonna go back and double check. If that's the case, 5 years you had a Hall of Famer leading you in rushing. Before those you had a Hall of Fame running back. And consistently, no running back has come through. I mean, not that the bar is setting the record, breaking Emmitt's record, but just consistently being there and being available throughout, play in and play out, without the play outs. Because one thing I know about Emmitt, and remember, Emmitt wasn't holding his hand up to come out. Like, they couldn't make Emmitt not play. Like, they couldn't pull him out the game and say, all right, man, come on. He wasn't having it. Separated shoulder, whatever it was. He had to really be out of there. So through all the replacing, we've tried to replace Mike and Troy and, from the last Super Bowls. I mean, as far as productivity, we've done that. Consistent productivity, we've done that. Whether it was with Dez or T.O., Romo, Dak. I mean, I'm not saying they on that level, but the production has been good, actually been better than what we got from Troy. And Troy threw the ratio from touchdowns and interceptions wasn't that great, but what Troy did was in them games that, playoff games, you saw a technician, a tactician, whatever you want to call him, man. He was that playoff time. Regular season, he was good. But he had his ups and downs and, had injuries, concussions, more than anything. But one person, even when he was playing, we could not find somebody that can come in and spell Emmitt Smith. The guys, Derek Lassix and Sherman Williams couldn't do it. Emmitt held out that season. They started out 0-2. 0-2, man. And the biggest lie that's told is Emmitt was only good because he had a great offensive line. The offensive line was good, and I'm not going to bash him. I don't have nothing to bash about, but you see there was different people coming in and out. Stepnoski got replaced by Donaldson, Kevin Gogan, Giesick, Larry Allen. All them dudes played like right guard. And Larry wasn't there for all the Super Bowls. He probably was there for a few of the years, but he didn't play those first 2 Super Bowls. It's like year 4 or 5 for Emmitt. Larry was the only lineman that he had that went to the Hall of Fame. Harry Williams would have won if it wasn't for his injury, but still, Larry was the only one to go. So this great offensive line was just a line that was good, you know, and wasn't great at pass blocking, of course, because Aikman was getting hit a few times, you know, more than he'd like to. But they was a good line, solid, and had great chemistry with their running back. You know, if you look at him, he finding the holes. But no other running back was coming in and doing that when they had the opportunity. And I like Emmitt. Lincoln Coleman did very good, you know, in his role. But other than that, even Blair Cobbs and all these other dudes we got, they didn't live up to it. And since then, since Emmitt, I mean, DeMarco probably had the best season, or Zeke, I think they both went for 18, but one season, you know, Emmitt was doing it all, you know, leading the league in rushing multiple years. Again, these dudes, I'm just saying, give us a good 5-6 years of an elite running back. Zeke wasn't that 5-6 years, 2 years. One of them years he didn't even play the whole season. So maybe I'll give him like 2.5 years of that, you know, definitely that first year. But yeah, I think that should be what the goal is right now, is stop undervaluing the running back. I mean, not that I'm saying to go find, there's an Emmitt out there. I mean, would love to have like a Derrick Henry or workhorse that can, you know, when other things are not going well, you can hand it off. Like we had to a lot of times. The Giants game when he separated the shoulder, dump it off to him. He definitely was a safety valve for Troy a lot more than people realize. A workhorse, but Derrick Henry was the only back right now off the top of my head. Oh, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. I know I'm forgetting a few because I'm just freestyling, going off the top of my head, but I know they're not just lined up, you know, everywhere. Those type of backs that can take over a game, you know. They don't make them like they used to, even though it wasn't a lot back in Emmitt Day either. Emmitt and Barry and Thurman, Marshall Faulk, all of them played at the same time. Garrison Hurst, they was all good backs. Some was Hall of Famers. Garrison was solid though. I just threw him out there. I think him and Marshall came out the same year. They all played. Rodney Hamptons, you know, good backs, but the greats, you know, stood out. Thurman, Emmitt, and Barry. But yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to chop it up, get on that Emmitt Smith tip real quick. Just had a thought, want to share it, because definitely I see Emmitt is underrated in my eyes when it comes to it, and it's because people compare his style to Barry's running. And I'll touch on that, you know, in a bit, because that is another lie. Barry didn't have no line. Y'all go look up Lomas Brown and everybody else that was on that line that Barry had. You know, not saying it was as good as the Cowboys line, but we're not gonna make it seem like he just had some Rudy Poos. And I'm not gonna compare the two, because whoever's the greatest is up for everybody's opinion. You know, I don't even care about all of that. They both are great. They both are great at what they did. Two different styles, kind of similar but really different, which made it kind of, it was great to see, especially when they played against their teams played against each other. But yep, that's it, man. When we gonna replace Emmitt, man? When can we get that done? You know, maybe that's what the problem is. Instead of us focusing and keying in on the quarterback and getting us a number 88, which, I mean, definitely need a quarterback and a receiver, but let's put that same attention towards getting us a running back that can work it, you know. Let's see what Pollard do. You know, I know he's coming out the broke leg or whatever, but my opinion, he's not an every down back. So it is what it is. But I ain't gonna hold you. Appreciate the views. If you're with it and like it, if not, that's cool. But it is what it is.